Sagittarius, come a little closer. Sit with this voice for a moment, as if an invisible doorway is waiting for you to open it. I can't wait another second, because the energy around you is spinning fast, as if the spirit of someone ancient is trying to pull you back toward your own light. I feel a message so heavy, so dense, that it sends a cold shiver down my spine, and I need your full presence with me right now. Before I reveal anything, I want to invite you to leave a small imprint, a like, a subscription, not for formality, but so you and I can enter a silent agreement of truth, of light, of inner growth. What I'm about to say cannot be softened. It cannot hide behind pretty words, because it is too real, too strong, and too important for the journey you're about to step into. What I see for you, Sagittarius, is not something that might happen. It's inevitable. It's arriving at the speed of destiny. And if you don't open your heart right now, if you still doubt your intuition, you might miss the greatest turning point of your life. Stay here with me. Don't look away. Don't scatter your focus, because every word that follows is a key to a door you've been standing in front of for far too long. In the comments, I want you to declare something powerful, a small spiritual ritual for your soul. I am ready to receive my great destiny, and I choose to step into my new chapter, not to please me, but so your own spirit can hear you say it. When you write it, you are telling the universe that you have finally grown beyond your fear. And when my hand touched the deck, I felt a surge of energy so strong that my whole body rang with a silent warning. One card jumped out with intention, with its own soul. It was the image of sacred collapse. Most people fear it, but you, Sagittarius, you were born under the sign of raw truth, so I need you to look deeply into it. The changes coming toward you aren't mental changes, aren't emotional shifts. No, these are physical changes. Changes in your environment, changes in the place you currently call home. The walls around you, the ones that once kept you safe, are now making your breath feel heavy. Do you feel that? A bright room that still feels dark inside. A large bed, yet no deep sleep. A peaceful house, yet your heart never truly rests. The cards show it clearly. Your energy is bigger than the space you are living in. It's like a flame trapped inside a cage that is too small, beautiful, but aching. And that tightness, it isn't coming from physical things. It comes from memories, old words, old energies that haven't been cleared. I see movement, I see boxes, I see you stepping through a different doorway, not because life forces you, but because your soul finally chooses to walk out. This is not a loss, this is a summoning, destiny calling you forward. A major rearrangement is happening in your reality. And just when I thought the energy couldn't get any stronger, the second card appeared glowing so brightly, I had to hold my breath. It's the symbol of healing, of a new home, of a place where your heart can breathe again. A space where the morning light touches you and whispers, you were never meant to live in a dark room. But this time, I see even more. I see a rebirth of purpose, a new direction forming. I see you recovering the voice you lost during the years you spent carrying responsibilities that weren't yours to carry. I see you stepping into a space that isn't just beautiful, but aligned with the frequency of your soul, the soul of a Sagittarius, born to seek truth, freedom, expansion, and light. There is a sacred lesson I want you to remember. Not everyone is granted the blessing of collapse, the chance to be reborn the right way. Collapse is mercy. It's the universe giving you a push, a reminder that the old place has expired, a whisper saying, you no longer belong there. What's coming toward you is not an ending. It is an invitation, a doorway into a deeper, stronger, brighter version of yourself. Sagittarius, before we go any further, I want you to take a slow breath and ask yourself a question your heart has buried for a very long time. Write your truth in the comments as a signal to the universe that you're listening, that you're ready. During your longest nights, when the room felt heavy and your thoughts echoed in the dark, haven't there been moments when you silently begged for a radical change? Even if it came as a whisper of wind, haven't there been moments when your tears fell quietly, because you longed to escape the invisible weight that made the air around you feel thick and unlivable? Those tears were never ignored, Sagittarius. Your guides collected every single one, as your soul's most honest prayer. And today's cards are glowing like a map. They show a shift that has reached its divine timing. Not a shock meant to break your life apart, but a holy sign, strong enough to make you stand up, gather your things, and walk forward. Maybe it's an unexpected opportunity, maybe a fated invitation, or maybe something in your current space suddenly changes, as if life is whispering, "You don't belong here anymore." Then, another card appeared in front of me, like a powerful call from the universe. A card that represents movement, clarity, and the moment you stop being dragged by life, you become the one holding the wheel. You receive support, you receive resources, and more than anything, you awaken a strength inside you that has been sleeping for years. Sagittarius, you are not being pushed into an empty void. You are being lifted, guided, held by both visible and invisible hands that want you to move in the right direction. But there is a secret you must understand clearly. When a soul becomes bigger than the space it lives in, life will gently but firmly move it somewhere new. At first, it may feel like a strong shove, but in truth, it is liberation. And the place you're in right now no longer matches the person you're becoming. Those walls have absorbed too many old emotions, too much silence, too many memories that no longer belong to your path. I see you lying in the dark, staring at the ceiling, trying to find peace that you never quite reach. I see the exhaustion that doesn't come from your body, but from the energy inside the room you live in. But none of that is your fault. It's simply a cycle that has closed, and your soul is knocking on the door. When I pulled the next card, a bright light flared up. It was a card of wealth, stability, material blessings. This means money will come naturally, cleanly, and at the right moment. An unexpected resource is heading toward you, giving you the freedom to make this transition without fear of lack, debt, or burden. So let me ask you, sincerely, if tomorrow an opportunity appeared and offered you a place filled with light and peace, would you take it? Answer below. I need to feel your active will. Your words are the command that summon the energy. And there is something else. The cards are mirrors, and they show me that this change will cleanse your love life completely. If you're single, a new connection, pure, whole, deeply healing enters once you step into your new environment. If you're already involved with someone, this movement brings clarity, openness, and a deeper kind of love that neither of you has touched before. The card of love confirms that every decision you make now is blessed. A new chapter, a new frequency, a new way of loving is waiting for you. Sagittarius, the card of sacred union appears as a gentle assurance that your choices in this period are held by love itself. But don't rush, don't push. Let fate place each piece where it belongs. And now, I need you to listen closely, because what I'm about to say is meant to protect your heart. There will be people around you who won't approve of your leap of faith. They'll ask questions, they'll worry, they'll pretend to care. But behind those words lie shadows you cannot ignore. Every human being carries a part of themselves that is unhealed. And when they see you changing, when they see you rising, that unhealed part wakes up. The card of mental conflict appears very clearly. It doesn't require much interpretation. It tells you this: you must stay silent about your plans. Do not share with those who aren't meant to walk with you. Do not explain yourself to those who don't truly want to understand. And do not place your light into the hands of people who can't even hold a candle for themselves. Before we go any further, let me ask you something. A question that may shape the entire path ahead of you. Have you felt recently that someone has been planting doubt in you, lowering your energy with subtle comments, offering advice that feels supportive on the surface, but carries a quiet, heavy shadow behind it? Answer in the comments. This is how you cut the energetic cords that keep you hesitating and step into your powerful new chapter. Sagittarius, let me tell you what the ancient intuition of the ones who came before me has shown about you, something that made even me hold my breath. In the new space you're stepping into, there will be a very special corner. A corner meant only for you. A corner where your energy, your soul, will finally unlock itself. A place where you reconnect with your purest essence. Where old wounds no longer rise to scare you. Where sacred habits you once lost begin to return. It will be your private sanctuary. The place where you come home to yourself. In that place, a power that has been sleeping inside you for years is waiting for the exact moment to awaken. Prepare yourself, Sagittarius, because the clock of destiny has already started ticking, and what's coming is a major turning point. A time when signs, invitations, and confirmations will appear so often, you won't be able to deny them. I see a very clear stage in front of you. You're shifting your energy, closing boxes, letting go of what no longer fits you, and saying goodbye to a version of yourself that has completed its purpose. This transition is only the beginning, a doorway into a much brighter rebirth. The new walls around you will reflect who you are today, not who you were forced to become in the past. And there's more. I can't end this reading yet, because there is something deeply personal the ancient energy wants you to know. Come closer, Sagittarius. This is not for ears listening from a distance. This truth is meant only for your heart. When I look at the phase between your present and your near future, I feel a clear vibration inside your soul. It's as if your soul has already taken a firm step forward, but your body is still standing behind, afraid of the unknown. And I want you to remember this. Fear is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign that you're standing before a great doorway. It is the natural reaction that happens when the soul decides to take flight, before the body is ready. Most people are afraid to start again. But you, Sagittarius, you are not starting from zero. You are starting from wisdom, from experience, from lessons you paid for with tears, sleepless nights, and the cracks in your heart that made you stronger. And when you begin packing your things, something miraculous will happen inside you. You will realize you've been carrying objects, memories, pain, responsibilities that no longer belong to you. Letting them go will be the deepest form of spiritual therapy you've ever felt. Every box you close is an old wound that finally seals. Every item you throw away is an old energetic layer being shed gently. You will feel lighter. You will breathe deeper. You will stand taller. And then, I see a presence standing behind you, not from this world, not someone who walked beside you in physical life, but an ancient, loving, protective energy watching you from behind the thin veil. Don't be afraid. This is a guide from your energetic bloodline, a guardian soul protecting you as you transform. This presence becomes strongest when the card of justice appears, and its message is unmistakable. It is time for you to receive what has always been yours. Not luck, not coincidence, but the sacred justice of the universe. Balance returning to someone who has given too much, healed too much, and suffered in silence for far too long. Sagittarius, you were never born to be the one who loses. You were born to expand, to move, to break through. And now, the wheel of destiny is turning back in your favor. Sagittarius, how many times have you given without receiving? How many times have you swallowed your own truth, speaking softly so you wouldn't hurt others, even when you were the one hurting first? How many times have you kept quiet, just to preserve a peace that wasn't real? Even when you believed no one saw it, the universe recorded everything in its invisible book. And I tell you this with absolute conviction. After witnessing so many souls grow through their storms, that book is opening now, and what belongs to you will finally return to you in the most fitting way. Sagittarius, your physical body will feel this shift in frequency. I see your sleep improving. I see your mind calming, like the wind after a heavy storm. The exhaustion you've felt for so long was never an illness. It was the stagnant energy of an old space. A place that drained your life force through heavy memories and emotional waves that were never yours. The nights in your new space will become medicine for your nervous system. You'll sleep deeply, without the need to stay alert, without those sudden, unexplained jolts of fear. The body is wise. It knows what nourishes it, and what is slowly poisoning it. I want you to be honest with yourself about something you may have never said out loud. You are longing for a real home, a place where you can breathe without being judged, a place where you can cry if you need to, without hiding, a place where you can laugh out loud, without feeling watched or judged, a space where your heart is allowed to be exactly who it is. And when you step into that new space, the cards show me a very special corner. It doesn't need to be fancy. It doesn't need a golden altar. Just a spot near the window, a warm chair, a simple wooden table. That place, your vibration will be the thing that makes it sacred. You'll sit there, with a warm cup of tea in your hands, and feel a peace you once believed you had lost forever. That little corner will become your spiritual anchor, the place you touch every day to remember how strong your soul has always been. And while all of this is unfolding, don't be surprised if your emotions feel mixed. There will be moments of excitement, as if light is shining directly into your eyes. And there will be moments when you doubt yourself, wondering if you're foolish for changing so much, so fast. That is completely normal. The heart always trembles before a big leap. But here's what matters most. Don't confuse nostalgia with regret. Sometimes we miss something, not because it was good, but because it was familiar. And familiarity is not always something meant to be kept. And then, I see another energetic shift connected to your finances. I see money coming toward you gently, yet intentionally. A late payment finally arriving. A refund. A job opportunity. An offer opening up in front of you. This money isn't random luck. It has purpose. It is coming, so you can build a space worthy of the soul you're becoming. Use it without guilt. Use it without fear of lack. You've given too much, and now it's your turn to receive. But I also see something else, something deeply personal. Someone will not be happy about you leaving, not because they're bad, but because their limits are too small to understand the size of your transformation. They may plant passive comments, small doubts, little shadows meant to hold you back. But do not let someone else's heartbeat slow down the wings you're growing. Every soul has its own rhythm, and yours is speeding up. You are entering a breakthrough phase. I feel a powerful force behind this reading, like a golden door slowly opening in front of you. Life, with gentleness and firmness, is leading you to that threshold, not toward a cliff, not toward danger, but toward a destiny already written for you. I want you to stay with me, because what I'm about to tell you goes even deeper. The next card shows me an image of an old wooden door, not an ordinary door, but the doorway of a brand new cycle. And the light behind it isn't blinding. It's welcoming, healing, soft. Sagittarius, I feel a knot in your chest, a weariness built from thousands of silent battles. Your old space has absorbed too many tears, too many moments when you tried to be strong. And now, it is no longer big enough to hold your light. You are like a great bird, kept inside a very small cage. Not because you're weak, but because you outgrew that place a long time ago. You are not the wrong bird, Sagittarius. The cage is simply too small. You are not lacking talent. You are lacking space to expand to the true size of your light. Remember an ancient truth whispered to those who are about to shed their old skin. When a place becomes too small, the soul itself will push you forward. That discomfort you feel, that tightness in a room you once loved, is not a curse. It is your inner compass. And the cards show me clearly. In the middle of the boxes, in the noise of transition, you will discover strengths you never knew you had. You will make decisions so wise. Even you will fall silent in awe. Your intuition will become sharp like a blade of light. And then, I see something that makes my own heart tremble. I see you opening the door of your new home for the very first time, taking slow steps inside, looking at every corner, as if you've lived there in another lifetime. I see you taking a deep breath, a breath you didn't even know you had been holding. It feels like reaching a safe haven, a clean, untouched, peaceful space, free from the echoes of conflict or the emotional storms of the place you just left. And the most beautiful part is this. I see your shoulders soften. I see your heart relax. I see your inner light becoming whole again. This transition will free you from emotional burdens that were never yours. Your life force will return. Your sleep will return, deep, steady, unbroken by those sudden jolts of fear. And every morning you wake up will carry meaning, purpose, not the heaviness of a day you're simply trying to survive. The old home had its dark corners, but the new one carries a light made just for you. And it's not only you who will change. Your love life will breathe easier in that fresh air too. For some, it's a step toward living together. For others, it's a new connection, clean, gentle, without baggage or mixed wounds. Outer change always sparks inner transformation. When you clean your home, you're cleaning your mind. When you fold an old shirt to give it away, you're closing a lesson that has expired. But my dear Sagittarius, there is something I want to remind you of, softly. There will be people who feel uncomfortable with your clarity. They're not malicious. They simply don't have the range to understand the light you're carrying. Don't resent them, but don't let them hold down your wings either. The cards show that this shift is a major turning point. A subtle boundary invisible to the eye that once crossed will help you reclaim pieces of your soul you thought were lost. This is a slow, steady rebirth, touching every cell, every breath. And what happens afterward is far more beautiful than anything I've said so far. When I look deeper into the deck, the energy becomes so serious. I need a breath before speaking. I see you standing at the doorway of your new home, leaning gently against the wooden frame, taking a deep, cleansing breath. That first breath is a sacred ritual. You will not be alone, even if no one stands beside you. Your ancestors, the spirits who love you, will stand with you in that moment. You will feel a soft warmth spreading through the room, a sign that you are safe now. The cards say you will be very sensitive during the first few days, and that is completely normal. If your eyes sting and the tears fall, let them fall. Not out of sadness, but because your soul is being rinsed clean after a long journey. In this new place, you won't have to shrink yourself to keep anyone comfortable. Here, you are allowed to take up your full space. I see you sitting on the floor, surrounded by half-opened boxes, staring at a single point for a moment, and then smiling softly, because you'll know not with your mind, but with your entire body, that you are exactly where you're meant to be. When the soul finds its place, everything else falls into order. Emotional stability will rise from within. Old dreams will come back to life. Life will have a smell again, a color, a taste. I see you creating new rituals, cooking with joy, cleaning with gratitude, because this home loves you, and you will love it back. Your relationships will shift too. Those who are not aligned will drift away. Those who match your frequency will draw near. Healing conversations will unfold, and something beautiful will awaken. A project, a creation, a dream you abandoned long ago. In this space, you will remember who you truly are. Peace will no longer be a luxury. It will be your new standard. And the greatest change is not the home. It's your vibration. And then, something appears that makes my voice slow down. A scene like sunrise rising behind your heart. The spiritual fog you've been carrying will begin to fade. Not through sudden miracles, but through the quiet you will find inside this new environment. You will forgive yourself. You will look at your past with understanding instead of pain. You will see yourself in the mirror and smile, because you have finally returned to yourself. I see the energy of full circle growth. A clearer mind, creativity igniting again, confidence rising from the ashes. I see you opening a memory box, touching an old item, and healing a wound you thought you had forgotten. And then, a true smile, the first in months, appears on your face. That pure laughter will open new doors, career opportunities, collaborations, recognition, and a tender, honest kind of love. And all of this begins with one brave act, choosing to leave in order to return to yourself. Sagittarius, let me share with you the most precious part, the part I only say once, the part that is like gold handed from one soul to another. What I see next is not a prediction. It is an arrangement, a divine arrangement written long ago. In the map of your spirit, your life is moving toward a purpose far greater than anything you imagined during those restless nights. You will walk forward gently, with the steady steps of someone who has reclaimed themselves after a storm. A mature kind of hope, not naive hope, will be reborn inside you. You will wake up each morning no longer burdened with, "What do I do? Where am I going? Am I making a mistake?" Emotional clarity will return to you, like a priceless gift. You will love without fear. You will set boundaries without guilt. You will find your instinctive intelligence again, that natural fire inside every Sagittarius, and the quiet magic that has been asleep in you for years. Opportunities will come softly, as gently as a dove landing on your porch at sunrise. No forcing, no chasing, no struggle. I see you making peace with yourself, rare and beautiful. For any soul, I see you looking back at your past with compassion, not with the whip of judgment. And the final image I witness warms even my old heart. I see you in your sacred little corner. It doesn't need to be extravagant, just a touch of sunlight through a window. You place your hand over your heart and whisper your gratitude to the universe. Thank you for the journey. Thank you for the lessons. Thank you for not giving up. I see you smiling, the smile of someone who walked a long, heavy road and never lost their heart. I see you reconnecting with your faith, not through rituals, but through presence. This change is not an ending. It is a rebirth, a chapter opening with light. And you deserve every part of it. You deserve this home. You deserve this peace. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to rest, and then rise again. The ancestral soul watching over you, your gatekeeper, places a blessing on your shoulder, saying, "You are more precious than you ever believed." And if these words touch you, I invite you to stay with this family. Subscribe, leave a like, and write to me in the comments. Not for me, but so the universe knows you heard the calling. Before we close, let me leave you with a question. A question powerful enough to shift your destiny if you answer with complete honesty. When you walk into your new home, close the door behind you and hold that key in your hand for the first time. Which version of yourself do you want to become? Don't answer quickly. Let the question sink, take root, like a seed placed into fertile soil. Because that key doesn't only unlock a physical lock, it opens a portal inside you. A doorway into the strongest, wisest, clearest version of the Sagittarius soul. And we're not done, because the energy on your table tonight is deep, bright, and thick as mountain fog. Your ancestors are asking me to keep going, to untie every knot, until the light floods fully into your story. Let me say the next important thing, something that has to do with the memory inside your walls. When I tell you to leave a space that no longer holds you, I'm speaking about pure alchemy. The walls you live in now have absorbed every sigh you released in lonely hours, every heavy argument still floating in the air, every silence you swallowed to keep the peace. They're like invisible sponges. And you, without realizing, have been drained by those memories. Moving isn't just physical movement. It's the act of pulling your energy out of a container that has become too small, too old, too tight for your new frequency. As you pack, you will find objects you thought were lost, things you forgot, fragments of memories covered in dust. Pay attention. None of them are random. They're coded messages from your subconscious. It might be an old photo, a letter never sent, a gift you never used. And when you touch it, a current will run through your arm. That is the sign to decide what goes with you into the future and what belongs to the past. Take nothing that carries doubt, pain, or a version of you that you have already outgrown. Your new home deserves to be a blank canvas, not a museum of memories that once broke you. In the vision I see, your posture changes. You stand taller. Your eyes shine brighter. Your voice becomes steadier. Every box you close removes a brick of weight from your back. You'll get tired. Yes, truly tired. But it will be the satisfying exhaustion of someone building a sacred temple of their own. My Sagittarius, I want to return to the subject of money, because I feel a small part of you still doesn't fully trust it. A part that worries the numbers won't add up, that the door will close before you reach it. Listen to an old man who has watched empires rise and crumble. The money for this transition was approved in the bank of the universe a long time ago. This is not money you must beg for. Not money you must earn by exhausting yourself. Not money attached to fear. It is a resource that unlocks automatically. When you make an inner decision, it's as if divine providence is waiting for your first step of faith. And the moment you step, the bridge will build itself under your feet. Don't wait for everything to be perfect before you decide. Decide, and everything will begin aligning. The Justice card that appeared earlier still echoes loudly across the table. It tells me that the papers, the contracts, the legal steps, the things that usually exhaust people, for you, they will flow in a strangely effortless way. Where others face blockages, you will find an open door. Where others have to wait in line, your name will be called. It's the clearest sign that this path is meant for you. When something truly belongs to you, it moves toward you the way water runs down a mountain. And if a small obstacle shows up, don't panic. It's only a pause, a breath, not a wall. Now let me tell you about the first night in your new home. Because that scene, I saw it so clearly it felt as if I was standing in that room myself. After everything has been moved in, after the people helping you leave, you close the door. And for the first time, you're alone in complete silence. But that silence is not empty. It is dense with presence. You will hear your own breathing and it will sound different. Deeper, slower, more rhythmic. As if you've just been returned to a new body. In that exact moment, you will understand what I meant when I spoke about the tower collapsing. You will realize that you never lost anything. You were simply releasing what no longer belonged to you. And on that first night, I want you to do a small ritual, a sacred one. Walk barefoot on the floor of your new home. Let the ground recognize its new guardian. Let the house recognize its new keeper. Speak to it the way you would speak to a soul. I arrive here carrying light, love, and prosperity. Homes have spirits, Sagittarius. If you walk in with fear, the house will feel cold. If you walk in with gratitude, the house will embrace you, like the arms of a gentle mother. And then, the light of the guiding star, the one we saw at the beginning of this reading, will appear again. Not dimmer, but brighter. Natural light will slip into corners you didn't expect. As if whispering to you, this is where you belong. Don't forget the spiritual corner I mentioned earlier. Place something sacred there on the very first day. A candle, a flower, a stone, a book, or even a simple meditation cushion. That will become the energy heart of your home. The place you return to when the world becomes loud. The place where nothing negative can reach you, unless you allow it. And now, I must warn you again, but from a different angle. I've spoken about those who envy you. But now I speak of those who will be inspired by you. Your movement upward does not lift only you. It lifts your lineage. It lifts your community. When people see you breaking free, when they watch you take the reins of your life like the fire sign you are, you become the spark that lights their darkness. Some will begin changing their own lives, simply because they saw you change yours. You become a quiet guide. But with that comes responsibility. The responsibility to stay humble. The responsibility to protect your energy. Don't let anyone walk into your temple with dirty shoes. Don't fill your new home with the same old people who drained you. I can't today. This weekend is for me. These words are not selfish. They are medicine. I see you enjoying the solitude of this new chapter, but it's not lonely solitude. It's chosen solitude, the solitude of someone who has found light. I see you cooking alone with a glass of wine or a warm cup of tea. I see you playing your favorite music, cleaning, dancing a few unconscious steps in the living room. I see you laughing a soft laugh, childlike, but mature. I see you building the kind of family you never had as a child. A family made by you. Inside a space that feels safe, warm, and clean. The peace you're about to feel in this new home won't just be comfort. It will become the foundation for everything else in your life to grow, bloom, and mature. Because for Sagittarius, when you finally have solid ground beneath you, you will dare to fly higher than anyone expects. And I see that clearly. Your work improves. Your focus sharpens. Your mind cuts through the night like a beam of light. When you sleep well, when you truly rest, the Sagittarian mind opens like a wide gate. Ideas that once escaped you will appear instantly, bright as sunlight filling a room. Solutions you couldn't see before will suddenly become obvious. This is the domino effect of one right decision. Now let's go deeper into the image of love or friendship connected to the Lover's card. Sagittarius is the sign of truth, of the free heart, and this card never appears without meaning. If you're single, do not search for anything with the urgency of emptiness. Your new home will give you back the sense of wholeness you lost long ago. When you stop sending out the frequency of lack, love finds its own way to you. It could be a neighbor, a friend you meet by chance on your new path, or a soul who enters your life in the simplest way, yet carries a vibration you've never felt before. And if you are with someone, this move will be the final test. If the connection is true, your new home will deepen it. More tenderness, more cooperation, more respect, two people building, arranging, dreaming together. But if the relationship is unstable, the shift in energy will reveal the cracks you've been trying to ignore. And my dear Sagittarius, remember this. Don't fear it. Your new home will not allow anything dishonest to survive in it. Any connection that makes you shrink instead of expand will quietly walk out of your life. And then, a great grandmotherly presence begins, whispering something soft to me, an image connected to food, to memory, to warmth. I see you in the kitchen, your new kitchen, bright and open, preparing a dish that connects you to your ancestors. Maybe it's something you used to eat when you were small, or something that reminds you of someone you love deeply. While you cook, you'll feel as if you're speaking to those who came before you. I've grown now. I'm stronger now. I'm taking care of myself. And they will smile at you from the other side. The greatest wish of the ancestors is never grand success. Their deepest wish is simply to see you living well, to see you happy, to see you thriving. I also sense that your relationship with time will shift. In the old place, time either rushed past you or dragged painfully slow. It felt like it was working against you. But in the new space, time becomes an ally. You'll have time to work, time to rest, time to create, time to do nothing. Something very few Sagittarians ever allow themselves to do. That inner agitation will fade away. And that is health. That is true quality of life. Not luxury, not extravagance, but the peace you've been searching for. And I want to highlight one detail from the Ace of Pentacles. In the card, there is a garden in full bloom, a tiny paradise. It tells me that your connection with nature will be essential in this chapter. Whether you have a yard, a balcony, or just a window with sunlight, you need the presence of green life. Plants in your new home will grow with unusual strength because they will be reflecting your own energy. In the old place, your plants didn't wither because you neglected them. They withered because the environment couldn't nourish anything, not even you. But in the new place, they will thrive, blossom, because you are thriving. Take care of them. They will be your lungs, your guardians of energy. And I know, some of you worry about distance. That moving away will take you farther from family or friends. Don't see it as a loss. See it as a realignment. Sometimes you must create physical distance to become emotionally closer in a healthier way. Those who truly love you will show up no matter the miles. Those who don't, the distance will simply reveal the truth. This transition works like a filter. Whatever does not belong to you will be carried away by the wind. And now, I want you to imagine the moment you sign the contract or receive the key. Picture yourself calm, confident, smiling gently, like a Sagittarius stepping into their destiny. Feel the coolness of the pen. Feel the paper under your hand. But most of all, feel the freedom. Because you're not just signing for a house, you're signing for your liberation, your expansion, your maturity, your right to live life your way, not according to anyone else's expectations. And your great-grandmother's presence is still whispering. She asks me to tell you this. Protect your dreams in the first few nights. You will dream vividly, sometimes prophetically. Your spiritual channel will open wide, as if there are no walls between you and the other side. Keep a notebook and pen beside your bed. Write everything down the moment you wake, because inside those pages, you will find clues for the next chapter of your life. You may start dreaming of familiar faces you've never met, lands you've never seen, yet your soul feels strangely at home there. Don't be frightened. It means your intuition is opening a new gate. You're not just moving homes or entering a new phase. You're ascending in your soul's evolution. At higher frequencies, the air is cleaner, your mind clearer. But your heart must also be stronger to maintain this new vibration without being pulled down. You'll notice you no longer have the energy to engage with pettiness, old arguments, gossip, misunderstandings. They will fade like distant echoes in a room you left long ago. You may feel out of sync with certain people, certain groups, certain places. That is not loneliness. That is your Sagittarius soul adapting to a higher altitude of freedom, truth, and wisdom. You are shedding an old skin, one that endured too much, held too much, tried too hard to fit in. The new skin will be more sensitive, but far more resilient. Allow yourself to be different for a while. Allow yourself not to laugh at old jokes, not to stay in rooms you've outgrown, not to perform a version of yourself that no longer exists. That is not you becoming dull. That is you respecting your soul. And little by little, you will begin attracting new people, souls who love truth the way you do, who honor your journey, who uplift rather than drain you. They will listen to your dreams without twisting them. They will celebrate your success without envy. Your new soul tribe is already on the horizon. But for them to enter, you must create space. You must clear out old chapters, old beliefs, old wounds. That is why purification is so important. When you clean your new home, don't just tidy it. Treat it like a ritual, a consecration. Let water wash away the old energy. Let fragrance remove the shadows. Let sunlight reclaim the forgotten corners. Imagine you are preparing a sacred home for your soul to root, grow, and be reborn. And most importantly, let your voice touch the walls. Speak, sing, play music. Let your vibration flow through the air. When you declare, "This place belongs to me," the room will listen. The space will remember. The energy will shape itself around your frequency. And when you do this, the quiet anxiety inside you, the one that has lived there for so long, will begin to dissolve. You'll understand that this isn't the burden of adulthood, but the adventure of the soul. You're not moving to escape. You're moving to conquer a new land. It's not an ending. It's a clearing of the path. Hold on to the image of a chariot. Strong, steady, unstoppable. You hold the reins. The horses are your emotions and your thoughts. Sometimes wild, sometimes conflicted, but you have the strength to guide them. And that direction, for Sagittarius, always leads toward joy. Not borrowed joy, not joy to prove something, but joy born from inner truth. Because when you are well, everything around you aligns. You are the fire in your circle. When you shine, everything shines. When you dim, your world freezes. So in this transformation, your first priority is you. Rest when you need to. Ask for help when you're tired. Eat well. Hold yourself gently when everything feels chaotic. Don't wound yourself with criticism. Treat yourself as you would treat a friend you love deeply. There will be days you drop something, moments you can't find what you need. A few things may even break. But remember, those are just objects. Your soul is still whole. Your heart is still rebirthing. Small breakages are not bad omens. They're releases. You're rebuilding your life, but this time not on others' expectations. You're building it on truth, freedom, and deep self-understanding. And that structure will stand strong. It has a soul, and that soul is you. As the new space embraces you, old passions will return, but with new energy. You'll want to paint again, write again, dance again, study again, explore again. Dreams that once fell asleep will open their eyes in your new light. Your inner child, the one left behind during years of surviving, will leap with excitement. Let them play, let them laugh, let them create. Because joy is the language the universe responds to fastest. And remember this, Sagittarius, Suffering is no longer the currency of growth. Joy is the real currency now. The universe does not reward those who endure the most. It rewards those who dare to live honestly, who dare to love themselves, who dare to choose freedom, and who dare to enter the new chapter with a heart no longer trembling. So smile. Even if something feels offbeat, in this transition, smile. When things aren't perfectly in place, when a detail gets messy, when life stutters for a moment, your smile has the power to melt knots more gently than any ritual, and that laughter, soft, effortless, Sagittarius laughter, will become the overture for your new life. We are entering the phase where the energy begins to settle. The first whirlwinds have passed. What remains now is the powerful quiet, the quiet of a soul that has survived the storm and knows the sky ahead will be clearer. Hold on to that feeling like a treasure. And when doubt or fear knocks on your door, simply return to these words, or listen to your heart, which is opening wider than it has in years. You are not alone. You have never been alone. There are invisible forces, light, intuition, ancestors, quiet wisdom walking with you every step of the way. When you place the first stone of this new chapter, when you draw a new boundary for your own soul, when you whisper to yourself, "I deserve better," higher powers begin to move. They surround you like a dome of protection. This shift is not random. It is the answer to the whispers you sent into the universe long ago. Your questions about meaning, purpose, freedom, and where you truly belong in the human story. So open your arms and say yes to your new life. Yes to yourself. Because at the end of the day, you are the one who walks beside yourself until the final breath. Make sure that life honors the magnitude of a zodiac sign born to explore, to pioneer, to create new worlds. Your new space is not just a place to live. It is the ground where your spirit rebuilds. It is the home where you mature. It is the temple where your intuition rises. Let it teach you, open you, heal you, because deep down, you are the miracle, the original magic of expansion, truth, and hope. And now, that miracle finally has a stage worthy of its light. Trust me, the most beautiful part is still ahead. Place your hand on your heart, lift your chin, wipe away any lingering tears, and step into the light that's been waiting for you. Can you feel it? That heartbeat, the one echoing between my heart and yours, is confirmation that everything spoken here is already true in the realm of the soul. What remains is for your hands to shape it in the physical world. And while your hands arrange this new life, your thoughts are weaving invisible threads, connecting your future to this very moment. Every small action holds meaning. When you place an object down with intention, you're telling life, "I deserve kindness." When you release something old, you're telling destiny, "I'm ready for what's next." It's a continuous dialogue between you and the universe. Soft, subtle, and incredibly precise. And now, ancient wisdom wants me to remind you of something: patience, a quiet strength that a Sagittarius always hungry for speed sometimes forgets. You don't need everything perfect in a day. You don't have to rush to prove anything to anyone. Rushing suffocates miracles. Let the process unfold in its natural rhythm. Sit down in the middle of the chaos if you must. Eat a slice of cake, a piece of pizza, a spoon of ice cream. Laugh a little. These small pauses, one day, they will be the memories you cherish most. Because where you're going is not a material destination. It's a new frequency, a new page, a new chapter of awakening and freedom. Enjoy every step, even the stumbles, for each stumble teaches you where the stone lies, so you will never step on it again. The spiritual signs arriving to you, the light, the intuition, the vivid dreams, the sudden guidance, they are not random. They are maps, markers, your soul's GPS. When you're afraid, remember the light that guides you. When you're tired, remember the strength traveling beside you. When you worry about practical things, remember, prosperity scheduled an appointment with you long ago. You already have the tools, the guidance, the support. The only thing missing is the moment you say, I begin. And you have said it, even if you didn't notice. Now, I want you to send your mind into the near future. Imagine yourself, a stronger, freer, wiser version of you, standing in the place you're heading toward. See yourself in absolute peace, inside the space you built with belief. From that future self, look back at the you standing here today. You'll smile, you'll feel gratitude, and you'll understand that everything coming next is not fantasy, but destiny opening its door. The only thing left for you to do now is believe. Believe when the light hasn't arrived yet. Believe when everything feels messy inside. Believe when you're tired. Believe that every challenge that ever came to you was training you for this moment. You are ready to guard the gate of your new life. And that chapter is opening right now. Oh, traveler of the skies, you are far stronger than you think. Your strength was never in the armor the world forced you to wear, but in the fiery heart that beats with truth and persistence. Do not harden your heart out of fear of change. A soft heart sees the horizon. A soft heart is where your intuition lives, and intuition has never once lost your path. Let your outer armor protect you from harsh winds, but inside, stay fluid, free, and true to your fire nature. Always moving, expanding, glowing with your own truth. And because you are a sign of horizons, keep your body flowing. Water, breath, heartbeat. These currents help you process emotions, release pressure, and keep your inner flame bright. We are waves, vibrations, rhythm. Honor that flow, and the outer world will adjust around you. As the ancient energy steps back from this reading, I feel a soft relief spreading out. This presence did not come to warn you of destruction. It came to awaken you, to brush the dust off your wings, to remind you that you are still alive, and to show you that living means moving forward, not standing still in a space too small for your soul. You chose to live. You chose to walk. You chose to open the door. You chose to open your heart, even if that choice brought risks and sighs. But that is true courage. Sagittarius courage. And the universe, all of it, has witnessed that choice. I am only the one who speaks out loud what your soul has always known, but needed someone to confirm. Sometimes, we need a voice from the ancient distance to repeat what the heart has known for years, but hasn't dared to trust. And I say this with all the calmness in my own chest. You are not confused. You are not losing your mind. This is not a random impulse. This is the right moment. Not someday, not eventually, but right now. The energy is opening in this very breath, and all you need to do is step through. Don't look back at what you're leaving with resentment. Be grateful for it. It once sheltered you. It once held your earliest dreams. It once taught you through its rough edges and collisions. Give thanks, and then walk. Love closes the cycle. Resentment keeps it open forever, and drains your power drop by drop. Bless your past so those who walk after you can still see the light in that place, and carry forward only what is truly beautiful. Your luggage should be light yet full of hope, full of direction, full of the quiet promise that the best parts of your life are still waiting ahead. I can feel that we are nearing the end of the message, but not the end of the journey. This is only a pause, a breath, a soft ellipsis. You and I will meet again because souls who find each other by frequency always find their way back. I will be here, watching how you come alive, waiting to hear your next adventures, waiting to see the new light in your eyes. Something tells me that when you return, you will not be the same. You will be stronger, braver, brighter. You will tell me stories that make me smile and say, "See, I told you." And when that day comes, we will laugh together. Because that is the meaning of the human journey. To climb together, to learn together, to look down at the fears that once made us tremble only to realize they look tiny from the mountaintop. Sagittarius, you are standing on your mountaintop now. Take in the view, breathe. On the other side is a lush valley where you will build the spiritual sanctuary of your own life. May the stars guide you when things grow dark. May the fire of the sun inside you keep your heart warm when the world turns cold. and may the silence of the night sky settle inside you whenever your emotions grow too loud. You are protected, you are guided, you are safe. Now walk. Open the path, trust your own feet, open your hands and receive the abundance calling your name. The universe stands with you, and I, your storyteller, stand with you too. There is nothing to fear. Nothing is impossible. The game is open. The cards have completed their cycle, but the energy we awaken today is still moving through you, like an invisible talisman. Use it whenever you need. And remember, the magic was never in the cards. It is in you, in your endless ability to begin again. You are the one who shoots the arrow through the darkness and rises again from ashes. So rise, choose the highest branch to build your nest, and never forget that you deserve every beautiful thing the sky can give. If this message feels like the hug you needed, if you feel as though someone is speaking directly to your heart, leave me a sign, leave a comment, share your story. Let me walk a little further with you. Subscribe so we don't lose each other. Share this light with someone who needs it. Light only becomes meaningful when it is shared. Thank you for being here, for listening, for letting me step into your world for just a moment. I'll see you in the next reading. Protect the precious energy you are carrying. Let me bless you once more. And now, to the one who carries the arrow of the sky, follow the call of destiny. You are ready.